Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awal. I am a Nigerian from Nigeria, indigent of Niger State, a Datilo Government, Niger State, a village called Cove inside a Datilo Government. That is where I'm from, that's mountain, that's my village. I'm a Nipipa tribe. This is my number 48 video. So I come to this Lagos now to find something different. I'm living in Lagos in the area. Lagos in the area. So every time when you come to that mall, that's where I find it where I'm living. My business is selling small, but people I'm selling. So today's topic is about the behaviors of the Kaaba. That's the character of the Muslim of these days. سوي الكعبة كسوي المسلمين في هذه الأيام. Meaning, that is in Arab language. The behaviors of the Kaaba. That is the character of the Muslim of these days. Why did you choose to cover Kaaba with black cloth? The question that I'm asking the Muslim of the whole world. The Muslim Arab Imam and the Muslim of the whole world. Why did you choose to cover Kaaba with black cloth? Why? Who are those that wear black cloth in the day of resurrection? Who are those? That is disbelievers of Almighty Allah. Kafirun, they want to wear black cloth on the day of resurrection. Meaning, Ashabu Shimal, those who belong to them, they are the ones that wear black cloth on the day of resurrection, and then there are those they are the dweller of hellfire. So is it? Why did you cover Kaaba with black cloth? You see? Because they are not following the command of Almighty Allah. If they are following the command of Almighty Allah, they will not in turn cover Kaaba with black cloth. Look at it. When you go to the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Fatiha, end of the verse says, Surah Al-Lazina An'amta alayhim, Ghayr al-Maghdubi alayhim wala ad-Dallin. Those who you bestow a grace, and none of those who you end up anger with, and those who went astray. Look at it. When you come to the Holy Quran, Arab language come from the right hand side. If you like, you use the right hand side. If you like, you use your left hand side. Everything, whatever you want to write, your writing must start it from the right hand side. Allah is going to praise that Arab language on right hand side. And then there's no one can change that. Then the whole Quran, Allah is revealed the whole Quran in Arab language that comes from the right hand side. Then if you believe in the Holy Quran, without ascribing partner to it, then you should know to yourself, since in this world you belong to the right. Then you belong to those who are on the right. So you see, then that is Ashabul Yameen. Those who take the Holy Quran as one single hadith of Allah. Only they believe in it. Without ascribing nothing. Then that is Surah Al-Lazina An'amta alayhim. Those who you bestow a grace. Then Ghayr al-Maghdubi, those they are munafiq. They are munafiq. They are the Muslim that used to join hadith of Allah, which is Quran, with other hadith, which is also by Arab, criminal Arab Imam, lie on Prophet, say that he has saying, Shia equal to Allah hadith, lie on Prophet. When you hear that Allah called the Quran hadith, then that is where you will know that prophet doesn't have hadith. That is entirely in your heart. You will know that prophet doesn't have hadith. Not even to explain it to you. Then Allah called Quran hadith, which is in Surah Zumar chapter 39 verse 3, said, Allahu nazzala al-ahsan al-hadith kitaban mutashabihan masaniyan takshair minhu julud alladhina yakshawna rabbahum thumma tannu juluduhum wa qulubuhum ila dhikrillah dhalika hudallahi yahdi bihi man yasha wa man yudlil fama lahu min had. Allah said that He sent down His verse, and it part somebody told He couldn't and it repeated the skin of those who fear Allah. Shiva from everyone decided to hear it, then their skin and they had just something to remember of Allah. That's His guidance of Allah. He guides whom He will, and whom Allah has sent has straight for him. There's no guide. So Allah said that He has sent down His hadith, meaning all the books Allah sent His property. That is what Allah called hadith. All the books Allah sent His property. That's what Allah called hadith. So in this time of Prophet Muhammad, the name of the hadith of Allah, which Allah sent Prophet Muhammad, that's what Allah called one. That's what He called one. Also at the same time, Prophet Isa al-Islam, the name of the hadith of Allah, which Allah sent Prophet Isa al-Islam with, that's what Allah called Injila. That's what He called Injila. Also at the same time, Prophet Dawud al-Islam, the name of the hadith of Allah, which Allah sent Prophet Dawud al-Islam with, that's what Allah calls Zabura. That's what He calls Zabura. Also at the same time, Prophet Musa al-Islam, the name of the hadith of Allah, which Allah sent Prophet Musa al-Islam with, that's what Allah called At-Torah. That's what He called At-Torah. Up to Prophet Ibrahim a.s., up to Prophet Noah a.s., up to Prophet Adam a.s. So you see, then Allah sent His prophet. Then when the prophet come, what they do, they translate the hadith of Allah. Every kalam, every word that comes outside from the mouth of the prophet is a translation of the hadith of Allah. The message He delivered to you, one that He want you preach, that He preach on you, all is translation of the hadith of Allah. What's the sort of one? So see, then the scribe Arab now went for an auto the hadith. She equal to Allah hadith. Line of prophet say that he has seen. And then where you know that they have auto the hadith, they have line of prophet. You see all the rawah, they started the hadith like Allah Rasul said that Prophet has said so. At the beginning of the hadith. Then when you go to the time of Prophet Islam, you never see a hadith that is author that say Qala Rasulullah. And then if there is hadith that author that say Qala Rasulullah, then show me. But hadith of Allah which is Injila that said Prophet Islam which is this one. And then when you go to the time of Prophet Dawud Islam, you never see a hadith that is author that say Qala Rasul Dawud. And then if there is hadith that is author that say Qala Rasul Dawud, then show me. But hadith of Allah which is Zabura that said Prophet Dawud Islam which is this one. Well, as I said, wahdahu la sharika lahu, worship him. And then you never got it. When you go down Prophet Musa al-Islam, you never say hadith that's auto that say Qala Rasul Musa. And then if there's hadith that's auto that say Qala Rasul Musa, then show me. But hadith of Allah which is At-Torah that says Prophet Musa al-Islam which says this is the one. Allah says wahdahu la sharika lahu. See this way you go there. And then when you go down Prophet Ibrahim al-Islam, you will never say hadith that's auto that say Qala Rasul Ibrahim. And then if there is, then show me. But hadith of Allah. So see, this way you know that the lie of Prophet said Qala Rasul. Then that hadith they take it and share it with Allah hadith. Where you know that they have shared what to Allah hadith, when you recite the hadith of all the rawah, whether you like it or not, when you finish reciting, whether you like it or not, you say that this hadith of this rawah is go to so much, or it's like what Allah is saying, so much, or is similar to what Allah is saying in hadith of Allah. Therefore, you now complete that word. Therefore, rawah who that author that hadith is equal to who? You see, you are saying that it's equal to Allah. You say that is shirk, and saying that Allah never forgive. You have taken hadith of rawah and they share equal to Allah hadith. When you recite the hadith of Abu Hurairah, whether you like it or not, you say that this hadith of Abu Hurairah is equal to so much one. Or it's like what Allah says, so much, or it's similar to what Allah. Therefore, you complete that word. The rawah that author that hadith is equal to. See, you are saying that it's equal to Allah. You see that is shirk, the sin that Allah never forgive. Look at it. So see, they are the one taking all the hadith, share equal to Allah hadith. That is Gair al-Maghdubi. Those, none of those who you end argue with, and that is munafiq. They are the one Allah said in the Holy Quran. Give us 3 commands in Salat in Surah Al-Isra in chapter 71, verse 1 and 10. Enter the verse 8. قل ادعوا الله وادعوا الرحمن اياما تدعوا ولا اسماء الله كرمزا ولا تجعل بصلاتك ولا تخافت بها وابتغي بين ذلك. You say call Allah or call Ar-Rahman, but whatever name you call him, say for him belongs the best name. The first command Allah said, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ شُرَكَ don't allow the salat, وَلَا تُخَافِتْ بِهَا. The first command Allah said, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ شُرَكَ don't allow the salat. See, that's the first command. The second command Allah said, وَلَا تُخَافِتْ بِهَا don't hide it. The second command. Then the third command Allah said, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ but follow the way between. You see, this is what Allah said. But today, this criminal Arab, this today, you find a Muslim, they went for allow their salat and hide it. You see, that is munafiq. That is hypocrisy. And then they allowed it and hiding that they are doing the salat is not a therefore the whole one rejected, cast it outside and throw it back there. Where you find it written inside the hadith that criminal Arab ought lie of prophet. And they shake what Allah. That's where you find that you should go allow the salat and go hide it. And then when the Arab Imam comes, they used to say that this hadith of Prophet is an explanation of one. Then is that how that hadith is explained of one? So say it's not explained of one. So say. So you see the loud and hiding. That the Muslims are doing the whole one rejected, cast outside and thrown back there. Then Allah now choose a way between for us, say what to give away the Zayt but follow away between. Then this way between is for you to adjust your voice, you will neither allow the hadith or let somebody come close to you. Yeah, see this one. Prophet says recite your situation will be like this. You say I allow the hadith, I didn't allow the other hadith, or let somebody come close to you. Yeah, see this one. Prophet says recite. Or your situation is not, or you say your state or you say your say in dua, or your situation in dua, you will adjust your voice, meaning you will not allow hadith. Unless somebody comes to you here, you will hear as if this one Prophet says of such. Then that is not for one, that's way, that's what such as for. That's way of all my channel. And then, concurrent for that is a way for them to see when what's also a fat chapter 8 or 1 verse 24 said, Ya you understand, I'm on the Yibu, like you are also the Gizada, Kumima, you hear. One and Allah, I can't rule by that, but I'm going to be on the way to Sharu. Or you hope answer Allah and express it when you call it to that which is given. And know that Allah called in between person and son and in between which are all say wa'alamu anna Allah khayrun bayna marham. And know that Allah called in between person and son. Then he give us command sources right chapter 7 surah 10 and verse what the give by the zat but follow it. So you see a way between say follow matter. That's not that in that. Then this way between is for you to adjust your voice. Or you say salat, or you say tasbih, or you say why you adjust your voice, you will not allow the hand unless somebody come close to you, you hear this but Prophet is right. Reciting. Then that is not for God, that's what that's just one. Then that's what Parliament. Then the name of the way of Parliament, that is the best part of one, which is when you go so sort of Zuma chapter that now verse 8. Verse 8 is saying, الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَهُ أُولَٰئِكَ هَدَاهُمُ اللَّهُ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Those who listen to a word and follow the best part thereof, then those are whom Allah has rightly guided, and then those are men of understanding. So you see the whole one is a word of Parliament. Then when you listen to the whole one and then you follow the best part thereof, then it's the way to follow that. Then the name of the way to follow that, that's personal. So see, then this is the way between. And then when you look at it, the example of this way between, when you are eating food, you listen to the sound of food that you are choosing your mouth, you will hear it little. As if this is what Prophet says, that's how it sounds. That's when you follow that's the best one. Also again, example of the best one, when you listen to the sound of fire, when the fire is catching, you will hear it little, unless when you come to that fire, you will hear as if this fire is catching. You hear the sound little. That's the way you follow and then that's the way that's such as one. In Salat. But this is the way between the two are saying there's no Imam, meaning the best one, there's no Imam has ever said about it. Then that one are they trying to tell us that from something they never have said. So see, the louded and hiding that they are doing their salat, the whole one rejected. Then those one, the loudest salat and hiding, they are the munafiq, غير المغضوب. None of those who you need to anger with, doesn't it? You see, there. Verse number 2 say, "Wala dwali." And those who want to say, then those ones that are not non-Muslim, which is kafir, that's kafir. those Christian and all that, they are kafirun. Those one you are not talking about them. Then Munafiq and the kafir, they are the same. So you know, brother and junior, that's how they are. So see, the verse explain it. So look at it. The louding and hiding that they are doing their salah, the whole one rejected. Cast upside and throw it back to them. So see. That's why again when we go to the fasting, Allah said, choose a way between the best one for us in fasting. But today, the Muslim, they are not following that way. Allah said, Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah 87, end of verse 8. وَقُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا حَتَّى يَتَبَيَّنَ الْخَيْطُ الْأَبْيَضُ مِنَ الْخَيْطِ الْأَسْوَدِ مِنَ الْفَجْرِ ثُمَّ أَتِمُّوا الصِّيَامَ إِلَى اللَّيْلِ. He said, eat and drink and water don't appear to the same for the bracket. Then break your fast tonight. So see, then when you look at the sky has three signs: the sign of brightness and the sign of darkness and the sign of when the sky is blue. You see that is the for the division of one into three parts. Then we'll go to part one, the first one. When the sky is with the brightness, that is during the day. During the day, you will see the sky with brightness. Look at it. Then, when the sky is with the brightness, that take a long distance one. That's from morning to the evening. That take a long distance one. You see, that time is wide. It's long. It's very wide. That's the first one. Then when the sky is with darkness, that is from night to daybreak. That's a long distance one. That's the time you see it's long. It's wide. It's very wide. That's the second one. But when the sky is blue, that time is so many. That time is tiny. It's not wide. It's tiny. That is torn for one. That's wave. That's what. Then the name of the wave of that's what's one. Then the white thread don't appear to the sun for bracket. That's when the sky is blue. Because that time it's not wide, it's tiny. In that time, Allah command us to stop eating. Meaning, that is time Allah command us to stop eating, meaning to take our fast. And then that time, that's the same time Allah command us to break our fasting. And then that time, that is after Salat Subuh when the sky is blue. That time is so many, it's tiny. That time, that's white rain. The water don't appear to the sun for about that's when the sky is blue because that time is so many, it's tiny. No white. Then that's after Salat Subuh when the sky is blue. And then that's after Salat Maghrib for Salat Shah when the sky is blue. So when the sky is blue, you see, that is normal. That's what that's what call it. Then the name of the way to call it that's Passover. So that's time Allah command to take fast and then to break fast. But today, look at it, that is what is the sermon. But today, Arabic man went for and tell the Muslims that you should take a fast before Salat Subuh. That time when you look at the sky, you bear witness to yourself that the sky was darkness. Then they now went for and tell the Muslims that you should break a fast before Salat Maghrib. Then Allah now went for and explained the time of Salat Maghrib is sort of Surah chapter 13 verse. That too said for God, India about to Humban Khairan and the Kurabiat Torah Tijab. I love this good source. Instead of remember Allah. From Asr to when the play is over and the sun has had at bed of night. So see. Tawarrat that when the sun has had at the bed of night. That time, that tour time of Maghrib, when you look at the west, you see the sun has gone down. You are seeing the red of the sun. That time the sun is hiding, the sun is sitting there. So see, when you break a fast at that time, you are break a fasting. When the sun is hiding, meaning when the sun is still there, meaning you have break a fast in the day. So that is what Arab Imam went for a 10%. Said that you take a fast before Salat Subuh when the sky is with darkness. So see, you have taken a fast in darkness, then break. Then they now went for a 10%. Said that you should break a fast before Salat Maghrib. Then Allah said now it's the time of Salat Maghrib. Said the one right, you have this one side, meaning the sun is there. See there. See, break a fast in the night and then break the day. So see, when you look at it, then that fasting that we are taking the darkness and breaking the day, the old one has cancelled, has rejected and put it back there. The one that is written in part when the sky is blue, and at that time is so many, that time is not white, it's tiny, that is white rain. And at that time that's after Salat when the sky is blue. And that time that's after Salat before Salat when the sky is blue. So see, that time, then that is the best part one that's just for us in fasting. So see they are fasting, the old one rejected. You see, whatever Allah doesn't want, that's what they are telling to do. Whatever they are telling to do, it's not written in that one. So see, why did you choose to cover Kaaba with black cloth? Because of they are not obedient to Almighty Allah. If they have been obedient to Almighty Allah, they will never enjoy covering Kaaba with black cloth. Who are those who wear black cloth in the day of Rasul? That is the disbeliever of all matter. They are the one that wear that cloth. And then that they are those one that choose for themselves Ashab al-Shimal, those who belong to the left. They are the dual of hellfire. So see, when you look at it, they are not following command of God. Then your salat and fasting, the whole one has a letter, has put has cast outside. Then what remain the Muslim who will do up that will please Allah with. So see. Then again, when the shining light comes from heaven to the Kaaba before the Ramadan period, it's a Muslim of the whole world, they are the one to round that shining light with all round at that particular time. The way the angel rounded to all of with all round, which is a sort of Zuman chapter 10, verse 75 said, وَتَرَى الْمَلَائِكَةَ حَافِينَ مِنْ حَوْلِ الْعَرْشِ يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ وَقُضِيَ بَيْنَهُمْ بِالْحَقِّ وَقِيلَ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And then you see the angel rounded to all of with all round, يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ, they are glorified, the praise all the time, attacking him. They said, وَقُضِيَ بَيْنَهُمْ بِالْحَقِّ, and then all the woman, they'll be judged with truth. All the human beings and all the animal, meaning all the human beings and all the they'll be judged with truth. And then the verse will hail alhamdulillah lillahi rabbil alamin. And then all praise and thanks be to Allah of Alam, Allah of Alam. Then the verse says, وَتَرَى الْمَلَائِكَةَ حَافِينَ مِنْ حَوْلِ الْعَرْشِ. You see the angel rounded the throne, all matter of throne round. يُسَبِّحُونَ بِحَمْدِ رَبِّهِمْ, they are glorified, the praise all the time, attacking in the Bayt al-Ma'mur, in the house, private Kaaba, that is in the heaven. Which Allah said in Surah Tur, chapter 51, verse 4 said, the verse said, وَالطُّورُ وَكِتَابٍ مَسْطُورٍ فِي رَكٍّ مَنشُورٍ وَالْبَيْتِ الْمَعْمُورِ. Then in the Bayt al-Ma'mur, all the angels rounded to all the with all round. You subhihuna bihamdihi, they are glorified, the praise Allah attacking. Then when the shining light comes from heaven, Kaaba is the Muslim of the whole world entirely. They are the one to round that shining light with all round. You subhihuna bihamdihi, they are glorified, the praise Allah attacking. And at that time, make sure you are there. Don't you dare allow a story should be given to you. Because the whole world is speaking about what's happening now. You're seeing it that you are seeing, that's what's happening now. Breathing that you are breathing to, that's what's happening. Hearing that you are hearing to ears, that's what's happening. Talking that you are talking to man, that's what. Eating that you are eating to man, that's what's happening. Walking that you are walking with your leg, that's what's happening. Running that you are running to. Or that you are what's happening. So look at it. So make sure you are there. Don't you dare allow a story should be given to you. So I say, this is how it is. But today, when the shining light comes from left Kaaba, before the Ramadan period, Arab Imam used to drive away Muslim from the shining light. Allow their culture to run the China, performing their culture. When our Muslim ask them, say, why are you doing this? They say that that's their culture. You see, Arab Imam, they have supported their culture, performing their culture. Then the way their culture, that's what their forefather, the way their forefather, that's what the pagan got. Then the way the pagan got, that's what the deity that is subscribed, that's what that. Then those deities, they are female deities, living Allah and all one and prophets aside. The reason why I say so, because whatever Allah doesn't want, that's what they tell you to do. Whatever they tell you to do, it's not a thing one. Look at Salah. Allah said, don't allow the Salah. وَلَا تَجَعَلْ صَلَاتَكَ وَلَا تُخَافِتَ. What the Give is that? Don't allow the Salah. Don't hide it. But follow away between you. They went for Allah, their Salah and hide. Allah said, Prophet what is hadith? What is Quran? To come and deliver the message. No. Prophet now went for that, got his hadith. Then Allah said inside Quran said, in the hadith of Allah, which Quran said, وَلَا تَجَعَلْ صَلَاتَكَ, don't allow the Salah, وَلَا تُخَافِتَ, don't hide it. What the Give is that? But follow it. No, they went for and right inside that hadith of Prophet say that you should go allow the Salah to hide. You see? Whatever Allah doesn't want, that's what I tell you. Whatever I tell you, Allah says that you should take a fast. After Salah, when the sky is blue. Then when the sky is blue, that time is 1 minute, that time is tiny. That's what right. Then you break a fasting. Before they break a fasting. After Salah, before Salah, when the sky is blue. You see that time is 1 minute, it's tiny. That's what right. Same time you take fasting, that same time you break a fast. But today, Arab went for an attend the Muslim, went for a right inside the hadith. That is all to write it line of Prophet Sheikh what Allah. They went for and write it. They said that you should go and take a fasting in the darkness and the break. You see whatever Allah. That's what I think. Then Allah said, "Ma faratna shay'an fil kitab." Meaning we neglected nothing behind the Quran. But they never said it's inside the Quran. But today Arab man went for and said that repeating 3 times at time of population is not inside one, except with the help of the hadith will not hold that. Then, by believing on what Arab man said that repeating 3 times at the time of population is not inside one, except with the help of the hadith will know that, then you should have known to yourself that you have believed that the whole one, the hadith of Allah is not complete. And then another side of it is like when Allah said what to create it, and left except what somebody have, Allah said create. You see, that is annoying. And then Allah has completed his hadith with Surah and fully guided. And then the conqueror of Allah, when you go to Surah Hijr chapter 15 verse 9 said, Inna nahnu nazzalna dhikra wa inna lahu lahafizun. We send down a reminder and then we guide it from every correction. Meaning the whole Quran. Then for you to know that Allah guide the whole Quran fully guided. When you go to Surah Al-Mudassir chapter 74 verse 9 say, Ali Hadisah on top of it are 19. Then these are 19 angels. Then how will you know that on top of it are 19 when you go to the whole Quran, every surah in the whole Quran? When you check on top of every surah in the whole Quran, you will find Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Then when you count the alphabet Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you will show it 19. That is 19. That's 19 angels. Then, that is 19 angels. Then, when you finish that, you see, that's translation of on top of it and 19. Then when you finish that, then you count the surah in the whole Quran from Fatiha to Nas. You saw it 140 surah, then you take 19 angels, divide by 140 surah. It will divide it 6 times. Without remember, no added, no deleted, no added, no losing. This one I show you that all the surah, the submissions of one is complete and fully guided. Then you cannot bring forth your own surah added to Surah as mentioned of one, and then you cannot lose it. Also the same, you cannot bring your own verse added to Surah as mentioned of one, and then you cannot lose it. Also the same, you cannot bring your own word added to Surah as mentioned of one, and then you cannot. Also the same, you cannot bring your own alpha added to Surah as mentioned of one, and then you cannot. Also the same, you cannot bring your own dot added to Surah as mentioned of one, and then you cannot lose it. Look at it. So see, the whole one is fully guided. Then, but today they say that I repeated 3 times at time of pollution, it's all the inside one, except with heaven that's more than. Then anyone that believes in that one, any Muslim that believes, then you should know to yourself that you have believed that the whole one is not complete, but Allah has completed the whole one. That's why again, another insult. They went for and said that Rakah Salat, number of Rakah Salat is not written. Then before that, and then this is repeated 3 times at time of population is where Allah said divided one into 3 parts. Say wala tijar salat ka don't learn salat wala tuqabia don't hide it. What the give that is 3 command. Then philosophy behind it. Because Allah divided one tribe. That's why see when you come to population, you wash your hand 3 times at the time of population. You wash your mouth 3 times at the time of you put the water in the nose, you wash your face. Look at it. So see, and the way it goes to remind chapter 5 verse 6. You find full explanation of ablution. Then again, they went for and insult Allah said that number of rakah salat is not inside one, except with help that will know that. Look at it. Say that rakah salat. The example of that said as if when Allah want to create a woman, except with somebody have. Look at the insult. And then when you believe that anyone that believes that the way they say that Arab man what said that number of rakah salat is not inside Quran, except with the help that this will know that, then you should know to yourself you have believed that the hadith Quran is not complete. But I have explained to you that the whole Quran is complete and fully guided. Then again, this number of rakah salat is in the second translation one from Fatiha to Nasi, which is number that you are counting. Those number that you are counting, where did you get from? Where did it start from? That is the translation. The second translation one from Fatiha to Nasi, with number that you are counting. And then when you go to Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 3, Allah mentioned this number of rakah salat. And then we go to Surah Al-Fatiha, chapter 1, verse 1, you see this number of rakah salat. Look at it. So see that one that they say that the number of rakah salat is not necessary one, except your one has rejected, has cast outside the truth. But repeat the 3 times at top of it, let's say that it's not necessary one, except your one has rejected. Look at the whole one is rejecting there. So see. So the behaviors of Kaaba, that's character of the Muslim of this. Why did you choose to cover Kaaba with black one? because of they are not following the command of Almighty Allah. If the Muslim follow the command of Almighty Allah, the way Allah said, the best for one away between the such as one command of Almighty Allah, then they will not cover Kaaba with black cloth. They will not cover Kaaba with black cloth. What they will cover Kaaba with cloth, the cloth that they will cover Kaaba with it is green. Look at it. That's the reason why I can't believe. Look at it, green color. The cloth that they will cover Kaaba with it is green color. So this is a warning to the Muslim of the world. The cloth that Kaaba that they would cover Kaaba with is green cloth. And then there's a sign for the Muslim to know that that's the sign for the Muslim to know that this generation, they are obedient to this generation. To Almighty Allah, they are following the command of Allah. Because when you find when the cloth that they cover Kaaba with it is greener than each other, that's a sign for you to know that this generation follow the command of Allah than each other. And then this green cloth, those ones that will enter paradise, which cloth would they wear? Which cloth would they wear? That is green. Green cloth. That's what they wear. That is Ashab al-Yamin. Surat al-Lazin and Amta alayhi. Those who have grace. That's Ashab al-Yamin. Those ones that believe in the Hadith Wallah. Those ones that follow away between men and the best one in their salat, in fasting, in talking. Those ones that follow the command of Allah the way Allah wanted, how He wanted, exactly what the way He wanted. Those they are the one that will wear green clothes, that will enter paradise, that will wear green clothes. And then what Muslim will cover Kaaba with it is green cloth. Then there's a warning to the Muslim world. Cover Kaaba with green cloth. If Allah will, things will go straight. Then Kaaba that we are saying, the philosophy behind it has no meaning. Covering Kaaba with the green cloth. The philosophy behind it has no meaning. Because when this cloth, that's a sign for you to know that this generation is more than this. They are so obedient than this generation. When you see the cloth that Muslim cover the Kaaba today, this generation is greener than this one. You ask yourself, look at this cloth. Look at the cloth that this Muslim cover the Kaaba today is greener than this one. Then that's a sign for you to know that this generation, they are obedient than this generation. They are following the command of Allah than this one. Then from there you will be. And then the cloth will be greener than each other. Greener than meaning they are following the command of Allah. That's a sign. Then the behaviors of Kaaba, that's a character of the Muslim of this. The philosophy behind it has no end. When you look at Arab Imam, the behaviors of the Arab Imam, that's a character of what they are saying. The behaviors of Arabic Imam, that is a character of what they are saying. You see, that's why Allah said in the day of Rasul said that the lie will appear in their faces. Their lie, the lie that they lie, will appear in their faces. So see, the behaviors of these days, that's the character of what will happen in these days. The behaviors of today, that's the character of what will happen today. So see, the philosophy behind it has no end. Then again, when you come to those ones that used to go one further, they've been looking for the Isara. Say that they are looking for Isara. Allah said that when the graduate not in the book, they went for that, they're looking for Isara. Then look at it, the behaviors. When immediately, when you saw something, when you judge yourself, when you decide something in your heart, and then at that particular time, Allah will show you a sign. Either you see fire, or priest will touch something, or immediately when you decide it, you say something, Allah will answer you at that particular time. Then immediately when you look at the fire, when you look at the fire, or when you turn anything you see, then the behaviors of that particular thing, that's a character of what you are looking for. If it is fire you see, The behaviors of that fire, that's the character of what you are looking for. Look at it. And then when you come to translation, that's where you know that this thing you will get it. When you see the fire, what smoke, then that thing you will get it. But in a hard way. When you see the fire is catching clean, that's where you see that thing that you get, you will get it immediately. When you see the behaviors of the fire, that's the character of that's the character of the Isara that you are looking for. When you come those one that went for that, looking for Isara. The philosophy behind it has no end. The behaviors of Kaaba, that's character of this. The philosophy behind it has no end. When you look at it, the behaviors of yours, that's the character of what you are doing. The Holy Quran is speaking about what's happening now. So at anywhere you are, the behaviors of yours, that's the character of what? That's the character, that's your character. That's the character of what you are doing. The behaviors of yours, anywhere you are now, the Holy Quran is speaking about what's happening now. The behaviors of yours, that's the character of what you are doing. So see, and then again, when you come to the thing that will manufacture vehicle, when you get a vehicle, the behaviors of that vehicle, that's the character of how it works. Maybe that vehicle that you buy is new, is a new vehicle. Then when you are riding it, you will find it is moving fast, running fast. So see, then the behaviors of that vehicle, that's the character of how it works. That's why again also, if that vehicle is old, it's an old vehicle, then you'll find it behaving, how it's working. It will walk slow, waste of time. The behaviors of that vehicle, that's the character of how it works. Then, also when you go to motorcycle, aeroplane, you continue going. The behaviors of things that you manufacture, that's the character of how it works. So see, the philosophy behind it has no end. The philosophy behind it has no end. Don't you see? The behaviors of the Kaaba, that's the character of the Muslim of these days. So see? So you also, the behaviors of yours, that's the character of what you are doing. If you are the one that love to follow the best one, away with your meaning be truthful, then the behaviors of yours, that's the character of what you are doing. If you are the one that is munafiq or you are bad, then the behaviors of it, that's the character of what you are doing. You will find yourself in what you are doing. So look at it. And then if you are the one like to command of all of that, love how to follow command of all of that, the way Allah want to have you, the behaviors of yours, that's the character of what you are doing. The philosophy behind it has no end. So I see it. The behaviors of animals, that's the character of what you are doing. The behaviors of bad, that's the character of what you are doing. You continue going. The philosophy behind it has no end. The behaviors of plant, what you plant, that's the character of how it grows.